Top of the morning, y'all. You know, it seems to be something really self-evident in America today, and that is that only one side is allowed to protest events whatsoever. Now, Trump claims that he's going to be arrested on Tuesday, which is real interesting. It's a matter of hush money paid to Stormy Daniels, that hooker from a long, long time ago. You know, it's just wild to me. The media has been on her for like 10 years now. He probably won't even on her for 2 minutes, and the media is still dragging this whole thing out after 10 years. And now he's calling for protest across the nation, which is where this video begins and where my concern definitely begins. First off, I want y'all to know, no matter what happens, there's a difference between being arrested and being indicted. He's probably just going to be indicted. And if you don't know what indicted means, it just means you're formally accused of a crime. You remember back in college when you got drunk and you went up to the top of the water tower in your small hometown and you got caught? Basically, you probably weren't arrested, you were indicted, and it got found out. You paid your fine, your mama smacked you, your daddy chuckled a little bit, and then you had to sit in the back 2 rows of church for about 3 or 4 weeks after that just to get over the shame. That's what indicted is, and that's pretty much what's going to happen to Trump. Now, here's what I want y'all to know more than anything. I ain't going to go protest over this whole thing whatsoever because A, I'll be working that day and contributing to society. B, anytime an American protests anything whatsoever that's even viewed from the conservative side, you better know that you're going to be judged unfairly because only one side is allowed to protest even peacefully without consequences today in America. Now, the BLM can go have their night of violence in Atlanta and actually call for violence. Nobody bats an eye. But Congress doesn't demand facial recognition imagery into the destruction of all of our cities across America in 2020. They don't look into the snatch and grab jobs or even care to look into the Antifa rioters whatsoever long enough for their fingerprints to dry. They're already out of jail. So you got to understand that anything that is protested whatsoever from the conservative side, they're just going to lock you up and throw away the key. We got to be above reproach. And I know that most people on this channel are either right in the middle, lean a little bit to the right, libertarian, independent, but no matter where you stand, I'm telling y'all right now, you go out there and you protest, prepare to be judged unfairly. It's just not a smart idea whatsoever. They're looking to make an example out of you. We do not have freedom. We do not have protection in America anymore. There are cameramen that are out there that are literally paid, okay, to identify any ones that the Democrats view as a white nationalist. It could just be your Uncle Frank going up to the street to get a cup of coffee. He just might need a John Deere part to get back to work on his farm, get that tractor running back. He probably don't even care about politics. He probably don't even know about Trump. He don't know about any of this kind of stuff. They're just going to put a camera on him and say he happened to be wearing a red hat. It could be a feed and seed hat. He don't even know. It's not a MAGA hat or anything like that. They're just looking to make an example out of you. We have bigger fish to fry. Like, I don't know, China nuking us, Russia nuking us, those two joining together. The kings of the East in the book of Revelation are joining together, and most Americans are still drinking from the trough of mainstream media, still going to concerts, watching March Madness. They're not even aware of it. But I bet when the SHTF, my channel's going to have the highest percentage of survivors there is because y'all are locked in. And as far as fighting all these other wars and stuff that's going on, I tend to agree with UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell when he said, basically, I'm not going anywhere to fight any of these wars for these politicians. I'm staying right here, and if the war comes to Mississippi, then I will dig my heels in, I will have no retreat, and I will fight and die for everything I love right here. That's a beautiful, beautiful quote. I'm not going to protest a stolen election. I'm not going to protest a bank crashing. I'm not going to protest hush money paid to a hooker by a former president. I love y'all too much, and I encourage you not to take to the streets knowing the entire deck is stacked against you. That's just what I wanted to say today. Y'all are way too valuable. Y'all are leading your families, and you're helping the economy stay stable. Just don't give them a reason. Now, I will personally, on Tuesday, when this is supposed to go down, I'll be up in Nashville recording a brand new Truck Sessions album, because in May, the world needs a Truck Sessions album. I will have my head down. I will be focused. I suggest y'all do the same. God bless y'all. Be good.